in today's new economy, how many times have you heard someone ask, is there an app for that? Apps are hot, in high demand, and some Canadians are making a rather bold prediction that the city of Toronto will soon become a major app city. Keep in mind the global app economy, some say, could be worth $20 to $25 billion in the next 4 years or so. With more on this, we're joined by Ray Sharma. He is the founder of XMG Studio, a mobile games company. He's also chairman of Extreme Labs, a Toronto-based mobile and web application developer. Ray, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your company. You've been rather successful. You make mobile games, you create apps, and tell us about your success.
Well, thank you for that. XMG has actually been off to a really rapid start. We started off this year, January 2010, with basically one game and fresh start into the App Store with 0 downloads. We just crossed 7 million unique downloads over 5 properties, and so we really made a quick mark into the App Store.
Okay, so you're Toronto-based. You're also among those who see great things for the city of Toronto. You see Toronto as a digital media mecca, do you?
There's a lot of things that are happening that certainly make this the case. There's actually the convergence of 3 factors that are happening that are really interesting in Toronto. Number one, you've got a new generation of startup that's very low cost. Number 2, you've got the availability of universities that are world-class. University of Waterloo, you've got everyone from Bill Gates and top execs of their companies recruiting out of there. Obviously, U of T, many examples, great art schools. And the third thing is there's government funding programs that are unique to Canada, government funding programs that allow companies to execute very rapidly and very well into this space. And so Toronto has this unique combination that makes it ideally situated.
Right, and digital media, a very fast-growing industry. 3 to 4 billion a year is what the industry is at in terms of worth right now.
Yeah, the games industry is a very important economy here in Canada. It's actually Canada is the 3rd leading employer in the world when it comes to after U.S. and Japan, and so Canada is very well represented in terms of the game industry. The media industry, of course, we've already seen through the phenomenal success of TIFF and the film industry. And what we're seeing now is we're seeing the game industry start to also gain critical mass, especially in Toronto. Ubisoft is hiring 800 employees over 5 years. They're doing $50–60 million projects like Splinter Cell. These are world-class type projects. All these things are you can drill into, but it's all coalescing here in Toronto.
So you're saying a couple of factors, low startup cost being one of them. Really? Doesn't take much to launch a company that specializes in apps? I guess you need the expertise and technical experience first, but when you say it doesn't cost much, what are you looking at?
Well, 10 years ago, I come from the investment banking industry. My area of specialty was wireless technology research. And 10 years ago, to start up a software company, it would take about $20 to $30 million in capital to get to some sort of an event that showed that you're starting to generate critical mass or critical scale. Today, there's these availability of a numerous number of technologies that has dropped that number considerably. It's dropped it to the point where for several $100,000, you can find out whether or not a product has the capability of being a mass market success. So it's dropped like in the order of magnitude 95% plus in the last 10 years. So that is a huge factor.
You mentioned Waterloo. Obviously, we know that's the birthplace of RIM, the BlackBerry maker. I mean, without that kind of support in a place like Waterloo, Ontario, would Toronto be, as you perceive it soon to be, this global app center?
Well, Toronto's a real beneficiary from Waterloo, and what RIM has done is this, like with all, it's actually added another dimension to this whole conversation, which is that basically RIM has trained generations of programmers through the co-op program, so that when they graduate, they have exceptional world-class experience at a company like RIM, and they're able to come out and hit the ground, and they're actually the ones that are helping feed this explosion in application developers that are happening in the Toronto community.
Well, it's an interesting conversation for sure. I'm sure we'll be talking more about it. Ray Sharma is founder of XMG Studio. We appreciate it. Thanks, Ray.
You're welcome.
Short break right now. Stay with us. We'll be back with more news after this.